There we go. What's it? You know, I have to wait for YouTube because they be trying to put out them restrictions and whatnot. Okay, good morning, family. So we about to hit class early because I need to get this office together. It is atrocious. It's gotta get. Ugh, I'm gonna be okay. I am gonna be all right. It's not that bad. It could wait just a little. It's not gonna kill me to just. I'm turning into my mother, and it's funny because now my kids tell me, "Mom, I'm turning into you." I feel myself turning into my mama every day. I say, "Hey, you don't get to steal my words." I say that every morning. This lady is overtaking my life. I said I was never gonna be like her, and here we are. Definitely. That I don't want this to be that way. Oh goodness, I need it to be this way. Why won't you turn? Because the whole thing is turning. That's why. Mm, come on now. Good morning, everybody. So, to your handy dandy Bible Gateway, please and thank you. Can y'all do that for me? Go to Bible Gateway and then go to the easy read version and then that's what I need to do. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Can y'all tell I got some sleep? Between all of the butters and can I tell y'all something? Queen of Cosmetics, Bev's body butter, uh, my Be Facet Beauty, and my Renew Skin Intensive Skin Therapy. Uh, I'ma be a well oiled chicken. I'll tell y'all, I'm starting to feel like Esther day after day after day, and that's funny to y'all, but it's amazing to me. I'm gonna tell you why. Because when Esther, now listen, we gonna have some Esters and some Ethans. Okay, so whenever we talk, it's always duality, because what applies to women applies to men in a lot of areas in God. So, but if you know the story of Esther, we gonna call the Esther the men that kind of understand this same concept. We're gonna call them Ethans. Okay, so either you are Esther or Ethan. Okay, and if you know the story of Esther, you place yourself accordingly. All right. So uh, with that, when she lined up, now listen here, y'all can go study this story again if you've already known it, but you know, never hurts to go back and see something you didn't see prior. So with that, uh, when Esther and Ethan lined up, they got put in the presence of royalty. And when everybody was trying to show everything that they had and get the gaudiest thing that they could to have somebody pay attention to Esther and Ethan, Esther and Ethan was just plain Jane and plain Joe. Got the simplest necklace, not a big heavy crown that you can't carry, or a necklace that was way too heavy so you can't even walk up straight, or a heavy belt on your thing with the little jiggles and all of the, y'all seen the story. Y'all know how them chicks did. She got a necklace, a small pendant. Okay. She got a small pendant and caught the king's attention. A lot of times, less is more in everything in your life. Okay. And God gave me a name for our shindig we about to start having. It's called the Wilderness Experience. It's the wilderness experience because we talk about the wilderness all the time. And I told you I've been in the wilderness. I've been John the Baptist. My godmother used to call me, but because guess what, y'all? It's not a lot of cell phone service where we going. So you're gonna be disconnected from this world, which is exactly what God be telling us to do. Be in the world, but not of it. So around us, it's all kinds of stuff. But in when y'all get here, I need for y'all to want to see God when you get here. Do some soul searching. This, yes, we gonna get together, but you going up here to get disconnected so you can learn to hear. Bring your journal with you. Sit by the water. Sit by a tree. I don't know what to tell you about the bugs and stuff, so be mindful of that because I just might be sitting on whatever little porch area I have, and we gonna have a Jesus experience like that. Because now that I know it's bears, I need to be out when the bears are sleeping. They nocturnal animals, aren't they? Don't they come out at night? Maybe that's why they said you got to be quiet 10 to 8 because you'll bring the bears to you. So all of you that was gonna say at 10 o'clock they can't tell you nothing. Well, if Mr. Grizzly come to your door, you tell him that. Now I see what I said. From 10 to 8, you need to be. It's the quiet time, right? Mm. Wait, Auntie, don't speak it. Auntie, no. No, Auntie. The Bible said we have what we speak. And so these bears, it's going to need to be sleep, Auntie. Auntie. Is you going to Tennessee, Auntie, while you is speaking the bears roaming around in the daytime? Is you coming? Is you? Because I'm speaking that they're going to be sleeping. We need to be in unison. So if that is what you're speaking, you wait till we come to your city and say it. And then I'm just going to speak from the balcony like Michael Jackson. Because I don't want to speak that, Auntie. We got to be careful of our words. Auntie, please don't speak that. Okay. Don't listen. Auntie, right. Listen. We have to watch our words. We talk about that. Okay. Everybody get your pen and paper or your iPencil or Samsung or Microsoft Pencil or Notepad. Write in your utensil. I got it. Excuse me. I had all my windows open, y'all. I gotta stop doing that, but I like fresh air. And every time I wake up, this has got to be older, getting allergies type crap. I don't like it. I gotta go blow my nose. And springtime is coming too. And they playing with the weather, so pods is opening when it shouldn't be opening. There's bees out in the middle of winter. Yeah, that makes sense. I am gonna get some bear spray. But I'm just saying. I ran across, yeah, I go through my Google Photos and I go through my memories because I take pictures every day of things around me, of books, of just, I take pictures every day. I've got thousands and thousands and thousands of pictures of random things like the sky, grass, a blade of grass with water on it. Like I just take pictures of all kind of stuff, dragonflies, mice, it doesn't matter, everything. Day by day, I do this. And so with that, I just looked at one of two memories in like the last month. One of them is when I seriously decided to start my library, and I had, who remembers the old fashioned wheel wagon drink carts that our grandma and them used to have out on the porch in the summertime with the glass top on it? It was like wicker, and you could really push it. Y'all remember those wicker drink carts? Who remembers it? Anybody? Is that before y'all time? Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. You know what I'm talking about? And then I had a pretty glasses and everything on there. Okay. 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 So do y'all know that's what my library started on? No, 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 no. I take that back. That was the second thing. The first thing was the round plant holder. Y'all know the wire plant holder, and it had a one on the top, then the two right here, then the two right here, and then the one in the bottom. Everybody, grandma used to have that in, or auntie used to have that in front of the window, and they had the vine plants coming off of it. They'd be about this tall. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, so that's what the library started on first, and so I painted it, and it's great for books. Who knew, right? It was great. It was great for books. It was great for books. I promise, it was great for books. Then I went to the drink cart. And once it got on the drink cart and the drink cart was overfilling, right? I said, this is the start of my large wood library. I just saw a screenshot. This went as soon as it got from the plant holder to the wicker cart thing, and the books were overflowing out of it. I said, this is the start of my big wood library. Then I went to the Goodwill and got 2 bookshelves and filled them up. Those 2 bookshelves were filled, and there was books all on the floor. Then I had 3, and then I got here, and then they broke it, and then I met y'all, and then we built this. Speak what you want to see, even though you don't see it right now, and don't talk about what you don't want to see. Whatever don't make you feel good, don't talk about it. If it's a person, a place, or a thing, don't talk about it. Only talk about what you want, and not even including that person. Does that make sense? So God, I just want to be happy. Not I just want to be happy without them. No, no, no. I just want to be happy. God, I just want to be at peace. No matter what situation I'm in, I just want to be okay. I don't care what nobody else doing. Just keep my mind at. Not that I pray anything bad on them, but just can you just change me? Do you know these are life-changing words? Life-changing. Because you stop being bothered by other people's stupidity. And you be like, I'm just not going to have that around me. You can do whatever you want over there. Why am I irritated by your life choices when they really don't affect me? That ain't got nothing to do with me. Let me go find me a book to color in or something. I'm about to be irritated by your stupid decisions. Stop saying you already know you're going to be irritated. You're not. God had planned a great day for you. But what did you speak over it? God thought about everything He wanted to bless you with and make your toes wiggle with today, and you woke up and spoke death over the day. Do it over there. I'm speaking raises into my life that I didn't know was coming, a gift card, a check, a relaxing weekend, a great book, some good food. And whenever I get a Mr. Circle, y'all know the rest. Boom. Why am I speaking, talking about all the, now I tell y'all my marriage experiences, my relationship experience, because I have to teach y'all from experience. That's how I teach, not from some stuff I don't know. But with that, do I look like I'm about to be divorced 2 years? I am. And believe it or not, 3 to 4 months, and I'm not saying look like, I'm saying like in my demeanor, not how I look, because that could change. That means nothing. But I'm saying like when people was like, yeah, oh man, I say, yeah, I just got divorced. How long? A month. They look at me like, what? Then 6 months, they was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I said, don't you say that to me. You want me to be unhappy? Why would you be sorry that I'm divorced? You what my niece, my daughter used to say, you want the worst for me? I thought you loved me. You want the worst for me? I said, do I want the worst for you? Yeah, until you want the mom, you want the worst for me? I thought about it. If you are asking me to stay in a situation that is draining the life out of me, you want me to be, you want the worst for me. That's what you want. If you asking me to stay in a situation that completely drains me and gives me absolutely nothing back, you want the worst for me. Okay? I don't want that in my life. And you shouldn't either. Bad jobs too, Auntie. You will stay in a job that's about to make you stroke out just for prestige. And you hate it. Instead of going and finding a job that might pay you half that and you might have to move, but your life will be so great. I'm always, Dad, give me the low road. I take it. It's really more valuable over here. Because then I don't have to be stressed out about how it's going to come. You take care of it. So then all my problems are over. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to even worry about any of it. That's why I said pull over and let him drive, as my cousin said. It's an easier way. It's the easier way. Why would you want to be frustrated? You know what I mean? Why would you want to be upset? And you don't have to. God said, I'll give you peace every day. New understanding, new mercies, new grace. Why are you holding on to people that don't love you when I love you? And once you really experience God's love and people be trying to give you their little people love, you be like that. Get somebody else to do it. And you'll give them chances, friends, family, whoever. But once God starts loving on you and you realize you don't got to go through all that with him, you'll be like, nah. Because all I got to do is think it and then show up. Or think it and he put it in my way. With you, I got to beg, plead, wait for you to be ready. Now, no, I don't. I'm asking you for a ride, and he had somebody calling me 10 minutes later asking me, hey, do you need to go anywhere? And I just had a thought, God, I need to go somewhere. I don't know where, but I need to go. Right? I'm just saying. But you'll go to the person that you want the thing from, and they don't have time to do it or give it. But God already being provided another way so your feelings don't have to be hurt. Buenos dias. Do you see how crazy we are? He said, well, I had another option, but you said the only way I'm going to do it is if I don't only weigh nothing. Bring it however you going to bring it, from whoever you going to bring it from, seeing as how the Lord, the earth is yours and the fullness thereof. So why would I say, oh, it don't only have to come no way. It can come however he want to send it, through a donkey, a bear, a fish, a bird, a person, a tall tree, a short tree, a shrub. I'm not limiting I don't have, baby, there ain't no limits on him in my life. Do whatever you want to. Because your grandeur compared to what I imagine for myself, honey, please. Do whatever you want. Good morning, Dad. Yes, this is your bothersome daughter. Hey! Good morning. Or good eternity, because you just live in that. There is no morning or night where you are, because you're the light. I get it. Good morning, Daddy. What you doing? Huh? Yeah, I'm about to tell them what you told me to tell them. Yes, I was wondering. I just want to tell you thank you, first of all, for keeping me alive when people tried to take my life. Thank you for protecting me from the crazy lady that had the demon in her that tried to kick my door in the other day. But thank you for telling me to put the kick bar on my door and make sure it was locked 11 minutes before. And you told me you had gave me a thought about somebody trying to kick my door in, and then that's exactly what happened. So then that's why I be wondering why people don't be wanting to listen to you and they shake those thoughts out of their head, because it don't matter if it seems like it's out of the ordinary. That's what supernatural is. And when you make final decisions and the enemy know that he done lost out, he gonna send somebody to your door. like Lucifer disguised as somebody else, and the little familiar tried to get in my door. And I tell y'all, I don't do scruffies. Excuse me. And Dad, you saw Scruffy try to get in my house, and I almost closed his snout in the door. Poor little thing. Yes, demon, you're not welcome here. And yes, I cut off things that are not valuable. I sure do. And the Lord told me you was coming to my door, and then you had the possessed looking lady turn around and walk down the stairs. I don't know how the police didn't see it. But niggas, is y'all paying attention? She walking forward, but her head is looking back at me. And she's walking down the stairs. I know, I'm sorry. You said don't do that. Okay. Let's you and smirked. And then guess what? I just checked my cameras. She had been around my house for over 11 minutes. She came back to my door dang near 4 times. And after the police escorted her to wherever she was back at my door later on that night. So now it's a big old oil stain in front of my door. Touch it if you want to. Now you might get shocked and shook up like old boy that kept trying to go in the temple. Be careful. I'm sorry, Dad. You said what? I was just telling the spirits. I'm not scared. I'm still about to do what I gotta do. Because they think I'm alone. Yeah. Mm. So anyway, I was wondering. Well, I'll talk to you about that later. I think you already know because you know all my thoughts. It's something I was, yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Well, thanks, Dad. Have a great day. Bye. Y'all don't want to talk to him and he'll tell you everything, even that a weirdo lady is about to knock on your door and try to kick it in. Make sure you got your kick bar on the door. And I didn't go back until last night and look at the camera. She had been outside my door for a minute, going up and down the stairs, standing at my door on the side. She had been at my door for a minute. Probably like in a 30-minute period, over 11 minutes. And then even after police escorted her later on that night, she was back at my door. But I didn't see it because I went to sleep. I'm not to be worried about that. God, if she get in here, it is what it is. But do you see? This is why I can't let everybody be all where I'm at, because I already deal with weird stuff already. And my PTSD, a lot of it is spiritual. It's not even physical. Because when you really are an enemy of Lucifer, you go through supernatural stuff. You see what I'm saying? I don't care that y'all don't believe that demons exist. I've been seeing them since I was alive. I got knocked out the crib when I was 3 or 2. This dimple this is spiritual made. Hand cut into 5 pieces, leg burned on the back of my arm. Y'all see it. It's not a game. Hand cut into 5 pieces. Almost lost my eye. Almost lost my leg. Who? Who ain't been fighting their whole life? Spiritually and physically. Leave me alone. Daughter got diagnosed with a weird brain. Look, what? They told my mama I'd never have kids. Come on. Yeah, I've been fighting spiritual battles now since I got here. So I don't act like nothing don't exist. That's why it's magic books and Bibles and books about dinosaurs and wizards and aliens and oceans and encyclopedias about all kinds of stuff. Sky atlases and you name it. Everything in here. Shoot. Anthropology, European cabinetry, because it came from somewhere. These trip doors and stuff that everybody getting now, that ain't new. They was doing that with big rocks back in the day with the, you seen Islam. That was ancient Mesopotamia over in Cusco. You didn't see that big old rock that old boy used to be twisting and she'll go down the chute and end up looking at him out the eye? No, y'all didn't see that part in the cartoon. Go back and watch it. This stuff ain't new. The hidden rooms and symbols carved into the base of something, and nobody gets to go down there but the special people, and they be doing. Who read this book and it made you real quick look at the hospitals differently, please? Tell me. Who now question everything about your medical anything now after reading this book? Is there anyone? You ask. You currently reading it? Ah, shoot. You be like, wait a minute. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding will change your life. Right here. Okay. To find out that the word pharmakeia or pharmakia means spell, incantation, poison, or witchcraft. And then to read this book and see what was happening in the hospitals. So medicine means, pharmacy means spell, incantation, witchcraft, or poison. And these people was running hospitals. And that's where you go to get medicine. Mm. Mm. Could possibly mean nothing. Come on. Be careful. My mom was too, saying. Auntie, my mama was too. And then she ended up being a med tech. My mama was too. Now you know why I say I don't like needles. Don't be over here thumping my veins and be, yep, this is good. But I will say this. When I was pregnant with my son, the nurses kept blowing my veins and they didn't know that what my mom did. Right? Uh-huh. And my mama had to stick me with a butterfly. That's the my veins are so small, and it don't matter if I'm hydrated or not. I have very small veins. You can only, I think it's like a 16 the blue one. You gotta hit me with that. If it ain't that, you ain't getting it. Yeah, my mama was there. That's why I be telling y'all blood and stuff interests me because I had to hear about it my whole life and how your body filters and blase skipping, whoopty whopping, nah. And then my dad was a nurse, so boom, here he comes with the, and that's why I don't do hospitals. No. I know about infectious disease, and then I went to beauty school, so it just reminded me of all the books I used to see at the house and all. I told you. I don't know where it is, but it's the physician's desk reference in here somewhere. Keep one of those. My daddy told me don't ever take a pill that anybody just hands you. I was like 11 years old, or not 9, 10, or 11 years old when he was going through school. I think here I graduated. And I used to say, well, what are you doing? He said, I'm looking up this medicine. For what? He said, because you got to know what the pill is. And then he kept a smaller one, the pill book, in his thing, because he's a nurse. And so then I would, when I was like 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 years old, like if people tried to hand me pills, like a lot of the certain ones, I knew the numbers to them already. But yeah, my parents, that's what I'm saying. My parents, grandparents, They put a lot of knowledge in front of us. My mom kept books. She bought books about everything, because I don't think that was something that they had in their house growing up. And then my grandmother, like I said, she was a pastor, so she always had books. And then I was always in somebody's library trying to talk to the librarian about the new books that's coming out. That's why my little, this is so important. I need to do some of these. See, I got stuff to do. I need to get my library together. I got to get this together. Because I need to put these in some books. I really do. But seeing as how I want nobody to be checking nothing out, I don't know how that's going to work. I'm the only person check books out of this library. That's it. hmm Knowledge on stem cells. Yes. Yes. I hate needles, but I have a ton of tattoos. I got that. Now I only got four. I only got four. Okay, so let's get this popping. I have a question for you on today. Good morning, saints. Is that what y'all used to hear? Good morning, students. Oh, Rebecca M. Brown. Rebecca M. Brown. Rebecca M. Brown. And she has a whole series of books. It's not just one. The next one is Prepare for War. And then there's some after that. I've read pretty much all of them several times over. Yep. The next one's Prepare for War. And, ooh, that feels good right there. Oh, y'all listen. This body be Prepare for War, Change Your Life. Yes, it's a very good book. I'm telling, and just think, y'all, Crazy Circle was reading these at like 11 or 12 years old. 13. I was 13 laying hands on people. For real. I was younger than that, actually. I think the first time I remember praying for somebody, I was like probably 4 or 5. I used to pray for people at school. I told y'all. It's crazy. I've been taking care of people a long time. My grandma had taught me how to take the temperature. I was only like 5 or 6, but I used to do it at the church in the nursery. So when I got to school, first and second grade, the secretary was the nurse at the school that I went to. They were the same. They were one and the same. And little kids, she would leave me at the front desk when she went on lunch. Well, I worked at the church. Well, not work, but we had to answer the phone, so I knew how to answer. I don't know who LMG was. No. hmm Taking the kids' temperature, getting them a cool towel. My mama had already told me how to clean wounds and stuff with the peroxide, put the ointment on it, because she was in medical school. I saw I was a little person doing a real document stuffing, a real one, for real. It's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. All right. My question for you today, family, is what's a good book for a financial advisor? The Bible. There's a lot of business in the Bible. I say it all the time. It's more business in the Bible than anything. If you take your time and add up the numbers and the values. Going back. So, the question is, what do you sow? What do you sow? And what's your reproduction rate? How quickly do you reproduce? No, no, no. I want you to write this down. What do I sow? Question mark. Uh-uh. I want you to write it down on your paper if you can, or and make a note in your phone. What do you sow? And what's your reproduction rate? For whatever you're sowing, what's your yield? No, what do I sow? Me, like you, Danielle. You say, what do I sow? Okay. Now go to Mark 4 for me, ERP, because we about to find out how this all works out. Y'all ready? Mark 4, and we did this again, but it's always good. And we ain't talking about finances right now. Okay? Okay. Mark 4. Easy read, please. Thank you. Yeah. Good morning. We in Mark 4, y'all. Easy read version. Bible Gateway, please. And thank you. Please. Please. Y'all ready? No, don't list it here. List it on your paper, Jackson J777. You're not supposed to be listing it here. You're supposed to be writing it on your paper or putting it in your notes. This is a lecture. I'm going to need you to pay attention. You don't just blurt out in the class. Thank you. Yeah, we in class. The dean is a rep. Oh, maybe y'all didn't know the teacher was. All right, fine. Just so you know some teachers come and sit in the black of the class. Some teachers come sit in the black of the class. I said in the back of the class, and you don't know that they back there. So let me put that on. That might help you because I know the road throw people off. They might think I'm the receptionist. Nope, I'm actually the dean. Secretary. Just in case y'all don't know if you knew it or not, let me put this on here. We just have pajama days a lot. We in college, so we don't have to wear real clothes all the time. We can be as comfortable as we like. Cause college kids don't gotta be fly every day, cause they be a little hungover and stuff. We ain't them kind of college kids, but we have the college kid apparel. We do all the comfortable things and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm the dean. Nice to meet you. If you're new, welcome to your first year at WOIU. Our curriculum is very simple. Seek and you shall find. We ask that you don't do stupid stuff or we will expel you, but we will give you several tries. And we even let you watch class from the outside on another social media. So with that, we just gonna ask that you come in here and act like you got some sense. And yeah. Yeah. You'll learn as much as you want to, or as little. It's up to you. Just go at your own pace. We don't like repetitive things here, so we're always trying to move on to something else or at least expand on what we already know. There are several groups that you can join. We just ask that you don't sow seeds of confusion or discord because we believe in throwing people off the island. Oh, I mean, we believe in asking people to leave. Don't we? Anyway, moving on. We have a theater department. We have an art department. We have a science department. We have an automotive department. We have a design department. Let me see. A nail department, a food. We have not food, but we have a beauty department. We have culinary. We have that as well. Yeah, you'll find your tribe here. We don't force you to do anything. You're more than welcome to try as many clubs as you like until you find the one you fit in. We just ask again that you don't sow discord because then we kick people off the island. We do. Mm-hmm. We do that. We got carpentry. Oh yeah, can't forget that. We got carpentry as well. Yeah. So you just find your space and yeah, have a good time learning about how you've been asleep for 70 years. Uh-huh. You're coming out of your cryogenic thing and you're waking up to real life now. Look at that. Do y'all feel like that? Y'all been in one of those cryogenic tanks? for like 20 years and you've been asleep just walking, you wasn't dead, but you wasn't seeing much of anything. Your mind was moving, but oh, oh, good morning. You've been asleep for 20 years, 10 years, 5 years, 7.5 years, 3.5 years, 2.5 years, or 6 months. And your account on Christian Mingle has expired. How about that? Madison T.S. Madison said, Christian Mingle. Y'all know who I'm talking about. That's funny. Morning laughs. Moving on. Okay. Mm. I like odd people. Odd people make the world go round. And most of the people I follow are odd. Like the ones that I really have paid attention to, like before this, they're some of the oddest people on the planet because then I get to ask questions like, what kind? See, when y'all people watch to probably be mean. When I people watch, I have deep conversations with God about his view. Because he already knew that everybody was going to do every single thing that they did, and he still made them. So what does that say about his view of life? Because no matter who you look down on, he said, I knew every single person before I formed them in their mother's womb. Before the foundation of the earth, I knew you. So when you look at a person and you feel like whatever, it don't matter how you feel because God made them and he knew. That he allowed them to be born and to breathe and to walk and to grow and to... No, I didn't say she's unusual. I didn't say that. I'm not saying she's unusual. I'm saying my taste in people. But one of the things that I like is that it's real issues that be going on over there. I like real conversation. So for me, it doesn't matter about that. I'm listening to what you talk about. Like I told you, I sit with the drunks on the corner or the homeless people that's like nobody will sit with way before the cameras and all of that. I've been doing that because they be some of the wisest people. I told you I got some of the best business information from homeless people around the world, like around the United States that I've run into, and they be geniuses, but they just get tired of life. Or they get tired of so many people expecting so much out of them that they just give up on life. You see what I'm saying? So I wasn't calling T.S. Madison unusual. I'm just saying, like, you see what I'm saying? Like the conversations that go on way before this podcast and all of that, but just Facebook and real things. Upfront, honest, open. Look, this is what it is right here. You like it or don't. And I would rather deal with anybody that's going to give it to me real about how they are. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, I take that. People be like, why do you choose the people? Because at least they honest. If you tell me you a thief, I can respect that. I just know not to bring nothing of value around you or leave you in my space. You told me the truth. I don't respect you if you a thief and you try to talk about thieves. Do you hear what I'm saying? If you a hoe, like I said, Sukiyana, whatever her name is, she be like, my grandma was a hoe, my mama was a hoe, and I'm a hoe. All respect, babe. She ain't trying to cover nothing. You know who you dealing with. Y'all want to be around fake folks. That's okay. And then be so heartbroken when y'all find out your bishops and dioceses and all of these being all kind of fertilizer. I can't believe lies. Y'all gonna act like y'all didn't see all that? Praise the Lord, sister. Get your hand off my back, Reverend. No, I don't need no help carrying my kids to the car, sir. Where is your soon-to-be wife of the fourth kind? The Lord ain't gave you the secret of marriage yet, sir. You've been in the church for 79 years. Don't talk to me about no godly woman and you be out prowling at night on the host row, honey. I done seen your car over there. No, I'm just playing. On the Broadway. Don't act like y'all don't be watching the Unsolved Mysteries and it be the reverend that took the church van and had a hole in the back of it and got caught and got angry and strangled her and killed her. And now he's sitting on there with that George Jefferson hairdo looking like that. He done killed her. Because he couldn't be honest with the congregation. Y'all know how I go. Oh, y'all don't see them show? Okay. It's just me. Fine, Dad. Uh-huh. It was a minister I just watched on the First 48 or something. He had a crush on the young minister. Okay, kept trying to be a sugar daddy and stuff, but the young minister had a little chick. He was getting ready to marry. So the minister, because the boy didn't want to be with him, went and killed the dude's girl. Killed him. She's only like 20 something, 24. But he wanted that little boy so bad, he went and killed his little booze thing. They didn't even want him. Ministers. I think it was First 48. So, be a lot going on that we not going to talk about. Be right back. Excuse me. You can't count how many books I have because it's books all around here. It's books in my room. It's books on the floor. It's books under. It's books over. Matter of fact, I just walked in here with a book out of my room, and it's like books in there. It's books everywhere in my house. Books in the kitchen. I have a huge shelf in there with cookbooks, and it's books everywhere. Books and books and books. So I started coloring because I forgot y'all bought me so many new coloring books. I haven't had time to do nothing. My life went from zero things to do really, but school and writing to now. I be trying to touch on everything because I be forgetting. But I started my little bird last night, so I'll be coloring in my new color. And look what's out here. Y'all see it? Mm, 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 Well, now, what you done said they put it in the books? It's in all kinds of books everywhere. It's all up and through there. It's just all kind of stuff. Just all up and through there. Look at that, the Water Kingdom with people living under there. Uh-huh. Wasn't I one of these yesterday? I just opened this, y'all, because wasn't I one of these? I was one of these yesterday. Wasn't I? Who was here for last night? Wasn't I a tree person last evening? I was a tree person just last evening. And I told y'all when I was younger and out on my own, I used to feel like the trees was following me. And my cousins would tell me, "You're crazy." And now, 30 years later, trees are walking. Promise I used to feel like them trees was walking behind me like this. And now they get up and move. I was not crazy. I was seeing stuff that wasn't going to be revealed for another 30 years. Ain't that crazy? So now cousins, hey, the trees was following us, like I said. I'm telling y'all, I used to tell my cousins, like, that tree is in the same yard. Nigga, this tree is in the same yard. We didn't walk 10 blocks. Why I feel like somebody following us and it seemed like this is the same tree. Well, now they be moving. Fast, too. When I seen the Grim like stuff from the TV show, the first time I smoked and drank at the same time, everybody called me crazy. I said, Amy, I saw a face on top of the face, and it was an animal. She said, "Girl, don't go down there. No more." I was drinking gin and juice, sipping on gin and juice. Late that. That was what I was doing. Too young to be doing it, but I was. And then yep. And I turned around and everybody in the car had an animal face on top of their face. And I hit it. No shoes, left my shoes, everything. Got out the car. Took off running. Allie! And she said, "What is wrong with you?" I said, "I was down there with them and then we was drinking and stuff. And then everybody had an animal face on top of their face and they was snarling at me." She said, "Don't go down there no more." I said, "I think they put something in my, you know." She said, "No." I didn't realize at way too young to be doing all the things that and it wasn't nothing but meds and some, but I had never done it before. They wasn't wearing no mask. It was exactly like y'all see in the show on NBC called Grimm. And when I told people about that for years, everybody called me crazy. And as soon as Grimm came out, I called a few of the folks and said, "Remember when I told y'all this is what I saw in that card?" That happened to me when I was 13 years old. That show came out when I was I was 32, getting ready to be 33. So it was exactly 20 years later that show came out from when I was telling people what I had saw at 13. I said they had animal faces. I said it was their face, but with animal features. And for years, cousins, friends, family, we ain't smoking with her, nigga, she be tripping. Okay, well then, is they tripping on Grimm for 4 seasons? Got whole names for them, where they came from. And when I read in Enoch and it says that when the angels came down, they slept with the women and the animals and created monsters. Then I go over to the book of the giants, and the son of an angel, Barachiel, go to the monsters and tell them that he had a dream about the flood before he go to the other giants. Who crazy? Not. And I didn't know nothing about no Enoch and none of that at no 13 years old. God was showing me as a young child things that's why I said you better believe your children. They can see in the spiritual realm when you can't. God will give them dreams and tell them what's in your house before you know. And you will tell them they make believing. You will tell them that they want attention and they trying to save your damn life because you're not listening. People discount children's words. I don't. If my kids, you said don't let them come over here no more. I bet you they don't. "Mommy, I don't like him. He's bad." Okay. "Mommy, I don't like her." Oh, okay. They can't come back. If you come to my house and my kids start having nightmares, you can't come back to my house. I paid attention to that. I don't care if you came over for a barbecue. That's why I didn't invite a lot of people to my house at one time, because I need to know who can't be. Kids will tell you who not supposed to be in your house, who you shouldn't be around. Plenty of dudes I know told me they daughter or they son, when they got ready to go get in the car, grab them and say, "Daddy, don't go with them. You're not going to come back." And then they got shot. The person tried to rob them. The person that set them up. And they thought about their little bitty 2-year-old baby saying, "No, no, 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 no." My kids warn me about a lot of stuff. They still do. Gotta give your children dreams about things that's coming in your life, but you want to discount it because their soul is just as old as yours. It's just their body ain't aged like yours, but their soul was created the same day your soul was created. Please understand that. That's why when you say they've been here before, no, they've been here as long as you. Their soul is just as all souls were created on the same day. Our souls was created the same day Noah and every other person from the Adam all the way into the last person to be born. And even the souls that don't make it into bodies For every egg and sperm, there's a soul for the creation of that. Even if they never get out into the body, the souls was already created. Because he didn't go back and start creating more. He created a soul for every person, whether he allowed them to make it to earth or not. Their soul was already created. Yeah, don't come to my house unless you invited. I do not play. And this is the thing, you got to be careful because you could be inviting in a spirit. Vampires, demons can't come in unless you invite them in. They are not allowed in the house unless you bring them in or you invite them in. That's why I don't invite people to my house. Because you could be inviting the person, but you don't know the spirit that is in the person that you're inviting through your threshold. It could be full blown crazy. Because the spirit didn't get in there until you said come over. Prior to that, you was dealing with a completely different entity. They needed the invitation first, then they hop in, boom, and then you get this weird feeling like, what? Maybe I shouldn't have did that right after, because that spirit didn't enter the person. Mm-hmm. Yeah, right after you be like, whoa, wait a minute, that a good idea? Anybody? But if you bless your doorway, how can they enter? Because you invited them in. That's like scrubbing the salt off. You conjure the spirit, right? This is what they do on TV. I don't know because I don't conjure demons. They conjure the demon, but the demon can't walk around unless they move that salt to come out, right? So you put that oil over your door, but if you open the door and say, come in, then you let the demon in your house. Yeah. Wait, why you put all them eyes crazy, sexy, cool, Nicole? What them all them faces? She said, oh, hell no. Wait a minute. Wait. Is this what just happened over there? I'm going to hover it because they normally don't have it sitting right on the head. You just have one of these? Yeah. 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 So that book I just held. Listen, if you want to understand the spiritual realm, and mind you, this is not set in stone. This book was written by like heavily apostolic people. There's some good stuff in here, but they can be a cult all in their own self. So you just gotta get the good, spit out the shell, okay? Because they called everything the devil back then. And still today, even though the devil be in the pulpit and they never seen. It's funny. Moving on, it's like the Salem witch hunts. The witches was running the witch hunt. Going back to, okay, never mind. Stop talking about people, circle. Okay. Are you a Christian? Go get these books. We're going to get to this sewing right now. But if you want to understand medicine and the spiritual, uh, just screenshot it. There you go. Come on, hurry up because I'm about to. You just saw these books. You need to get both of them. They have them in PDF, ebooks with those, all of it. Okay. Those two books. If you want to understand spiritual warfare, this book gonna really be helpful. So Now this is just what they compiled from their deliverance ministry. This is not set in stone, but it was helpful when I was doing deliverance ministry or when I was learning character, was people, was demons. This book was instrumental, y'all. So you see this, how it got the demon groupings. I'm gonna have to do this one at a time. So there's that. See, under depression, accusation, rejection, withdrawal, control, strife, heaviness, nervousness, escape, worry, persecution. And this is like the spirits, you know, when they say when a spirit go out, he bring more with him. This is like in reference to that. You see what I mean? Can y'all see rejection, indecision, affection, covetousness, and the list goes on. Well, did I go the right way? It'd be different ones. It's a common demon group. Because they didn't edit it. It used to be I hate that I don't have my other one. Because it used to be longer than that. But look at here. Take a screenshot of this. Ain't that crazy how stuff be. They didn't edit this book so much. I'm so sad that they, because it used to be a lot different from this. Not a lot, but they didn't edit it out a lot of them demon groupings because it was like dang near a whole chapter of that almost. And now it's only 3 pages. Anyway, this is a really good book to get. And it's not set in stone because it's debut. But it definitely look real quick. And if you've been reading this book, right? If you've read this one or you're reading it, then you know exactly what I'm through the open door. Come on. Y'all remember the cat? For those of you that are reading, if you made it there, that was circling and all of that. You don't have to fear if you get in spiritual warfare. Then prepare yourself. You don't go to start. You don't go to war regular without training. That's your training. You don't have to fear if you get trained. Then you know what the enemy look like. That's why I said all these people that, honey, I'm a Christian. I'm fighting on the enemy. You don't even know what your enemy look like because you won't study to know. If evil spirits, and the Bible tells us there's beings, but you won't let your congregation study about the beings. What war is you fighting, and you don't even know who your enemy is? How do you train in spiritual warfare? You got to go to class. These books. Read all the scriptures about spiritual warfare. What was going on? Pigs in the parlor. All right. Let's get on this sewing real quick. I'm probably going to have to run back to the bathroom. Goodness gracious, y'all. And I'll say that and drink on my way out and come back, sit down and drink. Okay. So it says, another time Jesus began teaching by the lake, and a large crowd gathered around him. He got into a boat so that he could sit and teach from the lake. All the people stayed on the shore near the water. Jesus used stories to teach them many things. One of his lessons included this story. Listen, a farmer went out to sow seed, and while he was scattering the seed, some of it fell by the road. The birds came and ate all that seed. Other seed fell on rocky ground where there was not enough dirt. It grew quickly, but it grew quickly there because the soil was not deep. But then the sun rose and all the plants were burned. They died because they didn't have deep roots. Some of the other seed fell. Some other seed fell among the thorny weeds, and the weeds grew and stopped the good plants from growing. So they did not make grain. But some of the seed fell on good ground, and there it began to grow and it made grain. Some plants made 30 times more grain, some 60 times more, and some 100 times more. And then Jesus said, "You people who hear, listen." Later, Jesus was away from the people. The 12 apostles and his other followers asked him about the story. Jesus, what's up with the whole sowing and reaping thing? Jesus said, only you can know the secret truth about God's kingdom. But those other people, I tell them by using stories. I do this so that they will look and look, but never really see. They will listen and listen, but never understand. If they saw and understood, they might change and be forgiven. Then Jesus said to his followers, do you understand this story? If you don't, how will you understand any story? The farmer is like someone who plants God's teaching in people. Sometimes the teaching falls on the path. That is like some people who hear the teaching of God, and as soon as they hear it, Satan comes and says, don't believe that. No, it says Satan comes and takes away the teaching that was planted in them. Other people are like the seed planted on rocky ground. They hear the teaching and they quickly accept, hallelujah, and gladly accept it. But they don't allow it to go deep into their lives. They keep it only for a short time. And as soon as trouble or persecution comes because of the teaching, they accept it, they give up. We in Mark chapter 4. Did y'all hear that? So there's people that go to church, and as soon as God plant a word in their ear, the devil come and pluck it out. Unbelief, doubt. Then there's some people that receive the word. Hallelujah. Thank you. I receive it. Ah, yes. But as soon as it's time for you to stand on that word, you give up. Soon as it's time for you to suffer for real and not have lived the way you want to live a blessed life. Oh no, God wouldn't want me to live like that. I can't do that. God don't want me to be homeless. Why would God? That ain't God. God would not. God wouldn't let that happen to me, but He will. And now you don't want to be saved. And now, if you can't live your comfortable, praise the Lord, Sister Biscuit and Brother Biscuit, and have your fine hats and you don't want to be the one walking and asking for a donation. You don't want to be thrown in the pit or thrown in the jailhouse and go from your grandeur to nothing. Oh no, y'all ain't asking me to do that. Why would God ask me to do that? If you can't have your status in church and you're this and that, will you be homeless for the Lord? Because guess what? The people that was more worried, remember when he was saying, come follow me? And they said, oh, I got to go take care of my mom. I got to go pay my property taxes. I need to pack. I need to get my affairs in order. He said, don't worry about it. Come on back. He said, you ain't fit to see the kingdom anyway. They couldn't even go back and tell their wife bye. He said, let's go now or don't go with me. Explain to them later. Somebody will get word to them that you left with me. I'll send word over there. Are you really willing to go through, because Joseph would have never got to the palace if he didn't leave his father's grandeur, be thrown in a hole, thrown in a sown into slavery, chased by a wicked woman, given poison and spilled food and all of this, going to jail for something he didn't do. That's why he was in the palace and had reign over everything, because he didn't change his story just because he didn't have what he wanted no more. And that's what that you receive it, but then when it's time for you to live it, you don't want to do that. That's not the God. That's not what God called me to do. That ain't my story, honey. That ain't my calling. If she's so blessed, if he's so blessed, why is he going through so much stuff? Have you not read the story of Joseph, Moses, Abraham, Job, John the Baptist, Paul, Mark, Luke? None of them. Oh, Jonah? Nobody. Esther? Rahab? Oh. Well, the reason we know about them is because they went through. The other ones that just say those people. So who you want to be, remembered or not, for your sufferings? Who you want to remember you, the people or God? Uh-huh. Who you want to know your name? Okay, let's go. It said 18. Others are like the seed planted among the thorny weeds. They hear the teaching, but their lives become full of other things, the worries of this life, the love of money, and everything else that they want. This keeps the teaching from growing, and it does not produce a crop in their lives. I'm going to run that back. Did y'all get that? Did y'all get it? Huh? Huh? Let's read 18 again. And the funny thing about this is 18 is bondage. 18 is bondage. 18 means bondage. That's what 18 means, bondage. And look at the things that you bound to in the 18th verse. Ain't that crazy? Woo! Let's go back and run it. Other people are like the seed planted on rocky ground. I'm sorry, no. Others are like the seed planted among the thorny weeds. They hear the teaching, but their lives become full of other things. I don't got time to pray. I don't got time to go to church. I don't got time to read my word. I don't got time to be given to nobody. I don't got time. I'm in my bag. The worries of this life. Please go and tell me what the definition of worries is. Worries. WORIES. Can you look up the definition of worries? What does it say? What's the Webster's? Can you tell me? A state of anxiety or uncertainty over actual or potential problems. Please write that definition down. Ah, that's good. Mm-hmm. You see that? A state of anxiety and uncertainty over actual or potential problems. Unease. So your mind ain't right. Give way to anxiety, unease, allow one's mind to dwell on difficulty or troubles. Ooh, wait. Shoot, doggy. So let's go back. Why you thinking getting in your bag and being worried about the this and the that? It keeps you in a state of anxiety and unease. Let me ask you a question. Google how many people deal with anxiety in the world today. Isn't that amazing that anxiety medicine is one of the most sold medicines on the planet. But the word said right here, ooh, depending on what type of tell me the word ain't medicine. And when you break down them words, now see worries, we say worries. But that put a whole different tone on worries, didn't it? Anxiety disorders are the most common of mental disorders and affect 30%. Wow, 264 million people worldwide. Wow. The word medicine to y'all? All right. So we know what worries mean. Anxiety. Thoughts about stuff that hasn't happened, has happened, but your mind ain't at ease. I'm currently on medicine. Still don't believe what I was trying to say about the doctors, the demons, and the medicine. Is it coming together for y'all now? Because who give you anxiety pills? And if the Bible's saying that anxiety is a spiritual situation, why is they giving you a pill for it? He said the people that have anxiety are the people that hear the word, but the cares of the world drown out what God said. You only have anxiety because you don't believe what God said. Write it down. I only have anxiety because I don't believe what God said. I'm going to give y'all time to write it down. I got to go blow my nose. I need to put some, hold on. I'm about to put some water in this humidifier thing. That's why. Here we go. You know the rules, and I just don't be following them. I know I need to come in here and put it on every day because I don't be in here like that. And I didn't do it. Got it right now, though. See? Water. Aqua. It's here. Because that is why you in here sniffling and snuffling. Is because it's dry because you get the heat on hell. Ain't no moisture in the air, circa. I'm about to go blow my nose and pee because we've been on here for 82 minutes and 58 seconds. So that's why I say, okay, if you're a newbie or an OB, you've been in church your whole life, start reading the easy read version. And yes, some of it they take out, but it's the most basic and it be plain. Who's reading now and say this don't come? Now, look, while I'm in the bathroom, go read that in the KJV and see if you got the same thing as you read that. Don't make no sense to read it in the NIV, NLT, NRSV, NRVSU, and out of that, but you don't understand how it applies to your life. This simple. Ain't it? Ooh, hold on. So wait a minute. My mental anxiety comes from something as simple as I don't believe that God can take care of me. So I'm stressed, losing sleep, and all of this because I don't believe God. Mm. Wow. Wow. Okay. So please write that down. I only have anxiety because I don't believe God. That's the only reason I have it. Okay. Y'all still love me? Or y'all done traded me in already? Y'all traded me in? Okay. I just be wanting y'all to see. Okay, but can I ask y'all a question, family? Do y'all see how important it is to break down every single word, even if you think you already know the definition? Thank you. You said you never traded me in. Well, you can't speak about that because it could be something. So I don't ever want to. Ever is the word. Deception, discouragement, and distraction. Girl, I just wrote about all of those things today. Get out of my business, one love. I literally just wrote in my journal about that. Distraction for sure today. Okay, so but now do y'all understand the importance of breaking down every word? I said the only words I don't want you to look up when you read the word is the, she, he, us. But every other word, I don't care if you think you know the definition of it. Excuse me, look it up because it might be something else. Etymology is very important. Words. Write this down. And it's so funny because that was where I was going this morning. Words are important. Words are very. Do y'all know that I stress that here? Do y'all see I'm trying to help y'all change y'all speech? Because everything around you materialize through sound. Trees, grass, rocks, this, you, me, cars. It materialized through sound. God said, and let there be. And if he made us in his image with his same power, not all of it, but a portion, then your words should be good. Because if you only have what you speak, you need to look at what you're saying and not be complaining to God about how horrible your life is. If he say, I want to give you an amazing day every day, but you choose to sow seeds of death and disappointment and irritation and anger and disloyalty or whatever you choose in your words. Because whatever you speak, whatever you think you're gonna speak it, and whatever you speak it, you're gonna do. You're gonna cause that to happen. So there's people that bring irritation with them to every situation they go in because they want attention or whatever it is. Stay away from those folks. If we go into a get together and you already talking about you got an attitude, I don't want to go with you. I'm going to have a good time. I already know they gonna be looking at me. Well, then why is you going? Because I don't even people. I told y'all it was a man that I dated in my early 20s, right before I turned 21. And this man, yes, he was a private investigator, but I worked in a building in Arizona, and this man had been watching me for almost a year, and I didn't know. He said I spoke to him twice. I didn't even remember. He said I see you laying down in the middle of the buildings, taking a nap on nice days. I've seen you at the Taco Bell. I've seen you here. I've seen you there. He said you work on the 16th floor, don't you? When I met him in the Taco Bell by my job, he was with his friend. And I was sitting there eating in this orange dress, y'all. Lord Jesus, orange bodycon dress. It was cute though with these silver heels, honey. I was the spiciest receptionist they ever had. And he tried to talk to me. He came up to my car, and I had just learned how to drive a stick. It's so funny. And I was licking the hot sauce off my fingers, and I said, "You ain't crazy, is you?" He said, "I need to be asking you if you crazy the way you licking that hot sauce off your fingers." And I gave him my number, and he changed my whole life in more ways than one. That was my first real spiritual battle, for real, for real. It was crazy. Anyway, he had been watching me for a long time. Knew my car, everything. Because he was a private investigator, so there was a court building right there where he was always there, filing papers and this and that. And so then For about 6 months, 6 to 8 months, he had been watching me. He said, I see you all the time. You sit back there, you sit over there. I saw you at the gas station, blah, blah. You walk over here. I see you getting your Jamba Juice. Oh, shit. Excuse my language. Listen, this is why my friends are mad at me. My cousin just called me the other day and said, why you ain't wrote your book yet? No, it's being written already. It didn't happen. It's already a book. Y'all, listen. My husband told me, I've been watching you for 2 years. I watch how you handle your children. I call you at different times to see if it's a man in your house, to see if you answer. People is always watching me. And this is why I don't like going outside. I told you the people was just watching me at the bar. That's why I don't. I told you I've been stalked by women, not women I've been in a relationship with, but homegirls that we was real tight, and then I just don't want to deal with you no more. And people was writing "I love you" on they. You're weird. I'm thinking that's for the chick husband, and my husband came in and was like, "You know, she wrote that for you." I'm like, "What?" I thought her kids, or she wrote that to. Well, I don't love you the way you treated me. I mean, I love you in the Lord's way, but no, it was weird. Yeah, and then when you won't go back to people, they start trying to assassinate your character or destroy your character. So you gotta be careful with that too. Gotta be very careful. This one don't go nowhere. People like we gonna be around forever, but we not. I can already tell by this interaction, you're not about to be around me a lot because you irritate my soul. I'm here to do a work. You're supposed to get whatever you're supposed to get, and then I'm moving on. Ain't trapping me in irritation. Hell no. Okay, moving on. Sorry, y'all. Okay, so, and back to the word. So it says the worries of life. We know what that is. The love of money and everything else that they want. Can you please look up the word of the definition of want for me? What's the definition of want? WANT. What is it? Why are you laughing? What I say? Y'all just be laughing at me. Y'all think I'm crazy? Desire. Mm. Okay. So your desires drown out God's word. Have a desire to possess or do something. Not crazy, but funny for sure. My daddy made me this way. Thank you, Miss Lucille. No, I say funny things. Sometimes it's mean. And then I get in trouble and my daddy be taking my teeth out. So I have to say nice things. Or I get in trouble. I be moving this face for mean funny stuff, but I don't get to. All right. So yes, Miss Labria. Okay, so let's run this back. Are you a person that when God sends a word to you, you hear it, but your life become full of other things? The worries of life, so anxieties about what's going to happen, which means you're not trusting God. The love of money, which means that you're not waiting for God to provide for you. And everything else that you want, your desires, money, and worries keep the teaching from growing, and it does not produce a crop in your life. So it don't matter if you go to church a gazillion times. If your desires, the love of money, a bag, and you worrying about how you gonna get it figured out, it don't matter if you go to church. It just canceled out all the words that's coming across the pulpit for you. You will never see anything in your life if that is an issue. Now y'all see why I don't worry about money. If God want me to have it, he gonna send it. And I can't worry about what's gonna happen because it's coming anyway. I don't say don't let it come. I ask you. That's why I played the songs I played this morning. Don't say don't let it come. No, take me through it. Give me the wisdom and the knowledge to go through whatever, because you never said it ain't coming. So me worrying about it is really doing myself an injustice, because I could have been asking God to give me the tools to go through so that it doesn't destroy me and I don't have to start over. All the time you spent worrying about how it was going to happen and what if and all of that, you could have been asking God to give you the knowledge on how to make it through it. Wasted time, wasted thoughts, wasted energy. And it's still going to happen. That's why I tell you, I don't sit up and worry about, oh, this could go wrong and that could go wrong. Now, God, whatever comes, just take me through it. Because if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. Me worrying about it ain't stopping it from coming. And then I'm not prepared because I ain't been in my word. I ain't been in prayer because I just been worried about what's coming. So then the enemy can overtake me every time because I don't have my spiritual devices up. You were worried due to economic state and possibility of, girl, I done been homeless more times than I can count with my kids. I was a mom at 16. So hell, I was homeless before that. My mom kicked me out at 11. I've been on my own for 32 years. March 13th, I've been on my own for 32 years. And they didn't have no cell phones and all of that where you could get no cash app, nothing. Because if you didn't have ID, you wasn't picking up no money. Still had payphones. And if you couldn't call if you didn't have a quarter, unless they had the free collect call 800 number type stuff. If God let you be homeless, he might be setting you up for a blessing so you can get some housing where you don't got to pay a lot of rent, or let somebody pay your move-in fees and all of that. Y'all be looking at trouble like the wrong thing. God be trying to put you in a better situation. And you'll be trying to struggle and stress and hold on to it, and he's trying to give you what you asked for, but it ain't where you thought it was going to be. God has moved me all around this country. With my kids, I'm without my kids right now. My baby was, I left 26 days before her junior year ended and had to leave her with her best friend that I really didn't know them people because she didn't want to come and I wasn't going to force her. Broke my heart, but what I'm going to do? And then she was supposed to move in December. I changed my mind. So you got to do what you got to do. But you don't know where God is going to take you. I wouldn't have seen none of the miracles that I saw if I didn't go and leave my houses and have to be evicted and everything. All the miracles I can tell you about is because there was trouble first. But that's what the journaling process is: writing down what happened, what, and then you see God. But if you don't want to go through nothing, you won't see no miracles. So even if you are homeless, put your stuff in storage and start asking God where you're supposed to go. Fighting against it ain't gonna help because he's gonna move you one way or the other. Get ready to move. You don't know what's gonna happen, but you worrying about it is saying that you know better than God. And you don't. Every day. Moments. Every day, whenever it comes to you. I told you I keep a journal around me at all times. Pen and paper. It's a pen on my phone. I got pens for the iPad. I got pen on my computer. Keep a writing you too. So because if God speak a word and you already discombobulated, you ain't gonna remember it. And write down when he call and tell you, or when you hear it, write down the time and date. So you can go back and tell somebody, this is the word I heard on the 27th, and this is what he did on the 15th of the next month. There go your testimony right there. This was the problem. This the word I heard, or I watched the message, or circle was on, or she said this, or I read in my devotional, whatever. This is all the Bible. The Bible ain't nothing but journals. The Bible is journals. On this day, dear journal, this is what happened. I prayed to the Lord. This is what we went through. This is what happened. That happened. Blah blah blah. On the seventh day of the 24th year of the king of King Darius in the reign, in the 24th year of the King Nebuchadnezzar, on the 17th day in the 6th month, in the 9th hour of the day. That's the journal. I just told you I was going back. I have a video, a picture journal, a video journal, a written journal, all of it. So I don't ever want to forget where God has brought me from. I'm not living in the past like, oh, what was me? Nah, Dad, thank you. Dang, I forgot I went through that. I forgot you brought me through that too. Ooh, might bring tears in my eyes. Not because I'm sad, but because thank you, I'm out of that. I forgot. You did so much for me. God said, make a record. Write your book. Y'all telling me, write your book. Write down everything that happens every day. Start your day with journaling. Lord, what would you like me to do today? How many of y'all really ask God that? Because you can do everything you want to do and everything you purpose to do, but if you never did nothing God told you to do, your existence here was pointless. Because He brought you here for His glory, not yours. And think about this. What do people say when you're not around that you sow into the situations you go into? Do you bring discord, dishonesty, backbiting, demeaning people? What are the seeds that you sow in the gardens that you go into and that you walk through, which is your job, the store, church, social situations? These are gardens. There's all different plants and flowers and things, bushes and whatever. If you look at us like that, what is you dropping some kind of aphids that's gonna eat up everybody else's crop? They good day? Are you the little fat worm that bites all the holes in everything so that or are you the sneaky kind of ones that lay the eggs and the larvae burrow into the stalk and eat the fruit from the inside out? What are you in a garden? However you want. Okay? Who are you in the gardens that you go into? Are you fertilizer? Or are you a pesticide that's ruining the fruit, killing the people that eat it? The Bible says that the farmer is the person that sows the word of God. The word. So are you, so like I told you, I talked to somebody, they a minister, and I was needing some ministerial advice, and they were sowing curses into my life. You're going to lose your mind. You're going to die. You're going to have a heart attack. You're going to have a stroke from dealing with this. So you a minister, but you sowing pesticides in my spiritual garden. Get your sown. I never did this journaling until I started listening to you, and we already starting to see, baby, it'll show you you and everybody else around you. Tell me you don't. Journaling saved my life. I've always journaled though, but journaling saved my mind because you got to get it out. But then God says make a record of it so I can change it. That's why I journal. I'm not about to keep this on my chest. Even if I don't get to talk to nobody else about it, I'm about to get it out. And then I don't have to feel crazy, because if it keeps happening, I can go back time and date and say, no, you did this 20 times already. Because I sat in here and wrote it down about the pain that I felt, or the discontentment that I felt in my spirit from interacting with you. You're not going to keep telling me I'm crazy. It's all right here on the 27th at 6:14. You said this, and it hurt my feelings, and then I forgave you, and then on the first of the next month, you turn around and no, you're crazy. Okay, boom, light bulb. Now you don't gotta walk around feeling confused, because you can plainly see in your own words what's going on. This is why when I walked away from my marriage, I could walk away and I didn't have to feel nothing, because I had 5 years of journals about what I went through time and day. I would stop in his face and pull my journal or my phone out and start writing down the stuff that he was saying to me. I don't want to forget this. Not, oh, I don't want to forget it. No, 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 no. Because when I get ready to make my informed decision on if I'm going to stay or not, I don't got to think, well, let me think of something. No, I can go through day by day and read whether you made me happy, sad, feel like a princess, feel like a pauper, feel like a whore, feel like I wasn't no good, feel like I was the bad. I write good and bad down. That way, when you go to make an informed, even about your job, write down your experiences, CYA. So when you get ready to make any decision, whether it be putting your kid on punishment, putting your kid out, stop giving somebody money, stop taking calls, you're making an informed decision about, you ain't just going off emotion. I can go back and see, now you've been on this. It ain't about, oh, I'm watching you. No, this is my interaction with you, and I get to chronicle, or whatever, write down my experiences. This is what I felt. But you get to see yourself too. You get to see how you continually put yourself in situations that you don't have to be in, how you deal with stuff that you shouldn't. You get to see why you have anxiety and stress and all of this in your life. What you allow, and you start to change your mind, like, oh, hell no, the next time they call, I'm not answering. Because every time I be having a good day, you call me, and then I be irritated, and it don't even be having nothing to do with me. So then why am I going to keep answering? No. That's added stress that I don't need. Accountability on both ends. You said it. You learn to make better decisions for yourself on who you allow in your immediate circle, or what you say at work. If you always a person getting pulled in the office, God be trying to warn you. Everybody always picking on me. No, God warned you not to say that, and you, because you who you are, you're gonna say it anyway. So then you in trouble, and you wanna, I'm just not gonna talk to nobody. No. No. Grow up. Mature. Spiritually, emotionally. Like I said, you blow your money on stupid stuff, don't ask me for no money, because I don't buy dumb stuff. So I don't care. And I'm not even trying to be funny. If you don't want to be wise with your money, you're not about to blow our mind. I don't have a lot. And I spend my money on things that have multiple uses, so that I'm not constantly having to waste money. So if you waste your money and you blow your money and you just got money to blow, but then you always fussing about your bills, I don't care. You don't care about your money, so why should I? If you don't care about throwing it in the garbage, I'm a wise with every penny, because God said if I'm wise with my little, He'll give me much. But if I'm blowing $400-500 on stupid stuff and then want to complain about my bills, if having a good time and doing whatever you want to do and popping out is more important than you paying your bills, you can't be mad at nobody but yourself. Because your wants trump what God said, which was, be wise with the little bit that I give you, and I'll give you more. But if you're not wise with the little bit that I give you, even that I'm going to take away, and it's not going to be enough. So how you live, you can't be mad. Oh, and don't nobody help me. They shouldn't, because you don't even help yourself. You don't even try to help yourself. You want to live and blow your money and do how you want to do and then be mad. Well, don't blow your money. Don't buy stuff just because you don't know how to tell yourself no, or you think it's important, or you trying to make people believe that you live a life that you really can't afford. I'm not trying to impress nobody. I live on a budget and been living on a budget. And even when I had access to millions of dollars, which I did, anything I wanted, I could have asked for it and it would have showed up. I still lived on a budget, went to the Goodwill and everything, and had access to a lot of money. Access, it wasn't mine, but I had access to it several times. And I didn't, oh, I'm about to, no, I just need what I need. If you're going to bless me, this is all. You don't want no more? No, this is all I need. Just like when we started this, when y'all was sending extra money, what would I say? We don't need no more money for that. Now, if you sending money, you send it for this. But I don't need, I'm not greedy. I only need what I need. And when I only take what I need, God bless me with what I want. I don't have to scheme to get it. I don't have to lie to get it. If I only take what I need, that's it. Then everything I want, he said, is going to be added to me. But when you scheme and you in your bag and you lying on your check stubs and all of this, you always going to be chasing something. And even if you get it, you're not going to keep it. Or it ain't going to work or whatever. It's going to be something wrong. I don't want that. I want my stuff to last. I don't want it to. Now, I do be breaking stuff because I'm heavy-handed. But that's because I don't know my own strength at times, all jokes aside. But for the most part, I showed y'all my shoes. I had them shoes a decade. Most of my shoes, the bottoms ain't even messed up on. I didn't have to go scheme, use nobody credit card, sleep, go turn no. I didn't have to do nothing. They showed up at my door. I have never been in a crumble, but that doesn't mean I haven't had it. I ain't never been to a place where they make custom pins, but I do have some. I ain't never been to a place where they make custom wood pieces like this, but guess what? I still got it. I didn't have to cheat nobody. I didn't have to lie to y'all. I said, listen, I don't need all of that. I just need what I need for the business. And if we getting stuff for our library or my costumes, or if I have to go pay for the PO box that y'all want to send me presents to, this is what we doing with it. When I started taking a salary, I told y'all, this is how much. I'm gonna take $200 a week. This is what I'm taking for my salary. 200, because we live on donations here. So I'm not gonna say, oh, I'm gonna take this much, and this is the money that's supposed to be going to the people. So I tell y'all. But I tell y'all, I don't have to go buy nothing because y'all buy everything for me. So then what do I really need money for? I don't drive. I mean, I can. I have a license, but I don't have a car. So there's not money that needs to be spent out for that. Even with us traveling, we ain't going to no exotic, grand old place. We are traveling on a budget because we want to show God that we wise with the little bit that he give us so he can multiply it into more. We don't waste food. We don't throw away food. We try to freeze it. We don't waste money because then God won't give us more money. He said, if you're not wise with the little, I can't give you. If you're not wise with 10,000, how can I give you 1,000,000 or 100,000 at one time? If you blew through that 10,000 and you don't know where it went and you really don't got nothing to show for it, what you gonna do with 100,000? What you gonna do with 1,000,000? You gonna do the same thing. You're not gonna be wise with it. If you're not wise with this much, you're not gonna be wise with a lot. Period. No matter how many times you try to lie to God and tell him, he knows. If God give you 100 and you look, he give you 10. You borrow $10 and say, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. You don't do it, okay, not trustworthy. The 100, he try you again. Okay, maybe that wasn't enough, so I'm gonna give him a little bit more and see. Nope. So you didn't do it with the 10. You didn't do it with the 1,000. I mean the 100. He gave you 1,000. Still didn't do it. Gave you 10. Still didn't do it. Gave you a job making 100,000. Still didn't do it. So why should he give you 1,000,000 if you didn't do it with the 10? If you didn't do it with the 100? If you didn't do it with the 1,000? If you didn't do it with the 10,000, then he gave you a job making 100,000 and you still didn't do it. Why would he give you more? You lied to him every time you tell him if he give you something, you're gonna do something with it, and you don't. He see you. He know your intentions before he gave it to you, but he's loving enough to keep giving you chances to be honest about how you gonna live. You cheat yourself. Y'all love me still? Or y'all trying to get rid of me again? Well, we almost at 1 hour and 117 minutes. I'm about to go anyway as soon as I hit this last part. Because I know I can feel the tension. It ain't my words. They ain't mine. I'm just telling y'all how he taught me. So learn it however you want to, but I got tired in my head. So I learned to live on less and do what he wanted me to do with the money he gave me, because when he gave me a lot, I didn't always do right by it. You say you're not getting rid of me. All right now. All right, I love you. Okay, let's hit this last little bit, then I'm gonna let y'all go. It says the last bit of it, where we at right here in 20. And others are like the seed planted on good ground. They hear the teaching and accept it, and then they grow and produce a good crop. Sometimes 30 more, sometimes 60 times more, and sometimes 100 times more. Okay? So, when God gives you a word or anything in your life, are you the only one that benefits from it? Do you gatekeep knowledge and gatekeep this and that? Because God gives you stuff so that you can multiply it. Everything in your life God is giving you. Eggs, sperm, whatever. You multiply. Okay. So it says, then Jesus said to them, you don't take a lamp and hide it under a bowl or a bed, do you? Of course not. You put it on a lampstand. Everything that is hidden will be made clear. Every secret thing will be made known. You people who hear, listen. Think carefully about what you're listening to. God will know how much to give you by how much you understand now. But he will give you more than you deserve. The people who have some understanding will receive more, but those who do not have much will lose even the small amount that they have. That applies to money. It applies to knowledge. If you just want to stay right where you at, God ain't gonna force you. But even that, just gonna your understanding gonna dwindle away. Why y'all think I'm constantly trying to learn, go deeper in Him? Please don't take none of this away. Please. And it's not always speech. Sometimes it's how you live. Because a lot of pastors be running stuff and they don't live it. Your life can be more of a testimony than anything. Any word you speak. So, hopefully y'all got something this morning out of class. Who learned something today, or got a realization, or had to go over your life, or realize why God has been doing or saying some stuff to you? That's why I say the word is medicine for your life, and it will change your life if you read it right, if you study, if you understand it. It get light bulbs all day. You be like, ooh, chopped in the throat, lifted me up, chopped in the throat again, uppercut. I'm back up, Dad. I ain't giving up. Happy word, uppercut. Ooh, that's me. Happy word. Ooh, I did that before. It's training. In order to be in a fight, you gotta spar, baby. You gotta work out. You gotta get your stamina up. Cause if you go in 10 rounds, you gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Right? You gotta get all of this together. You know what I'm saying? You can't, you gotta be ready. Right? 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 Or no or yes. You gotta be, am I wrong? How you fighting? How you sparring? How you taking hits and your muscles ain't trained? You winded. How you gonna dance around the ring or get down? My say, huh, you done. You ain't trained nowhere. You don't know the rules of the game you playing or nothing. You're losing. This is a spiritual battle. The Bible tells us that we athletes, soldiers, warriors. These are all people that have to be physically fit, mentally strong. Because your body, your mind, and your spirit is going to endure some pain. And there are things that need to be broken down so that they can be built up so that they work properly. It's not that the muscle is bad, it's just not built for what you're about to be doing. There's no strength, there's no endurance. You a spiritual athlete, get your weight up. Get your proteins. Get your vegetables. Get everything that you need and get yourself trained for the spiritual battle you're about to go on. That's what these books are. That's what these lessons are. This is what study is. So the enemy can't come in and so easily overtake you and your family. That's why I don't be caring what people say, because I got to get this mind right. And I got to keep this body together because I might have to fight a physical fight for the things that I say. Prophets always fighting for their life. Oh my, they tried to kill me since I came here because the guy told him I was coming. He could have just kept it a secret. Why you tell him? And then a prophet that accepted in their own family and their own home and their own city don't nobody want me. Now they be like, yeah, oh, we. So I just came here. They was trying to take me out before 5. Then I get here. Then everybody come. Well, then I guess I am your chosen because the world don't want me. You hear me? The word be coming and popping up off the page. I'm about to build my dragon today. Y'all know y'all sent me them cool things. So I got a dragon to build. It's like a room to build. I need to give me I'm gonna build me a case. I'm gonna have to do something in the living room now. Give me a glass case for like my coin. My coin. I was gonna say, where's my coin? I forgot I had it right here. My coins and all my stuff, because y'all sent me my alethiometer. I'm so petty. I know, but guess they gonna do their homework. Y'all know it's the clock. It don't matter. It's they go the baby, the lobster, the bear. Nope, they not gonna do it, Lord. Man, let me see if I can see them in a different realm if they go. Let me see. at them in a different color so that I can see the. I don't even know if I'm looking at that right. Hell, I think it go this way. I don't even know if that's how you use the damn thing. Y'all, it's so much stuff in here. This is like a grown up toilet. Do you see some kind of stuff in here? This is a prayer wheel from the Buddhist temple, Tibetan folks. Mm-hmm. We got light up wimps for the for the for the COs that's in the places that we can't see. We got all kind of stuff in here, and all of it pertains to the Bible. Look at that. This reminds me of when I went to see He-Man and Skeletor at the Coliseum when I was a child. I wanted one of these light up things, and my daddy let me get one. We got to ride the elephants and stuff. It was cool. Oh, excuse me. We got genie lamps up in this space. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Abu Dhabi. Yes. Yes. We got all kind of trinkets in here. It's trinkets and trinkets and trinkets and trinkets and trinkets. Yeah. Why would you not want to read the Bible and at least show all of these cool things? Right? They come with goodies in them, like, see? And yes, I'm gonna keep pulling this down because just because you grown don't mean you can't have no toys. The good kind. Not ones you can actually show other people, those kind. Mm-hmm. Not the Candy's bedroom candy kind of toys. Not that stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. The kind you can show other people. Those kind. Like this. Cause y'all have been to her website. I ain't never been over there, but I know the people that then went over to her Instagram. Everybody that put them smelly faces. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep, y'all done been over there. I know everybody. Cause y'all laugh too hard. Like, get out my business, Circa. Yep. What is this? It's like a codex thing. You can hide stuff in here. You can put your own. What is it called again, y'all? Everybody got their own name for it. A cipher. Some people call it a codex thing. Several names. But you could put a special message in here, and this one came with rings. So whenever I get a Mr. Circa, I'll write him a love letter and put that in there and see if he can figure out the code. Yes, it's like the never ending story, Disney. Yeah, I do all that old weird stuff. I like it. It's fun. And if you don't want to live in a fairy tale with me, get your house somewhere. Reality is horrible enough. If we can't dream and have some fantasy around here, we not gonna have a good time. Never. A cipher, a codex. It has a couple of different names. I'm cool. Oh, thank you, Miss Vicky. Indiana Jones gadgets. You already know. Love all of them. We got all kinds of stuff in here. Mm-hmm. They make me happy. Wax stamps and glass pens, and we got treasure maps and wands that light up. Telephone playing. Ain't nothing glamorous about none of this. This is all imagination. And imagination is faith. Long as the Bible say you ain't gotta see it, as long as you can imagine it, it'll show up. So we do a lot of imagining around here. As a matter of fact, that's one of my kids' names. One of my kids, that her name. I named her Imagine, but it's not spelled the way y'all spell it. It's spelled a different way. But one of my kids, and she's my dream big. Everything is grandeur. Everything has to be over the top. Anything she do is gonna be big, like that girl on Cats Don't Dance. Big and loud. You know, like that. That's her whole demeanor. Yes, yes. Y'all see her on here now. When she come on here, her name is Imagination. And that's her name. Not imagination, but imagine. It's in her name. Yeah. And honey, it's something you gotta be careful of your words. Is the deal. She starts talking about her birthday in January. It ain't till August. Imagination is. That's all imagination is. I want a horse. And then in sometime in your life it shows up. That's faith. So when you kill your baby's imagination, you kill they hope and faith. Now she a Virgo girl. Childlike faith is imagination. Exactly. She a Virgo. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But do you see? Don't kill your baby's imagination. Now, we don't do imaginary friends because those be real. They be entities. We don't do imaginary friends now. But we will foster your imagination. We just don't do imaginary friends. We don't need you talking to Jim and Sally and Paul that be in your closet or walking down the hallway. Now we do some rebuking. But as far as painting, exploring, trying to learn new things, I want to be an astronaut. Okay, so let's go get some books on astronomy and let's look and go see about the planets. And okay, that's fostering imagination. You're putting seeds in about what they, so they have faith that they can go be at NASA or wherever. You know what I'm saying? Okay? So don't kill your baby's imagination. That's right. Do not. Okay. Y'all don't know this. And this ain't the same computer. Y'all know our mod. I had this exact same computer, just an older model that looked exactly like this. So I'm about to show y'all how imagination is real. My kids can attest to this. I had the same case and everything. When I was still married to my husband, when God would give me a word, do y'all know what I used to do? And my kids will tell you. I would have my headphones on and I would walk around like I was teaching a message and giving points with this computer in my hand. Do y'all see what I do every day? 2 years later, 3 years later, 4 years later, I have a device in my hand and I'm teaching and studying. So I walked around in my living room telling my kids, I said, well, if I ever do get, known for teaching, is y'all gonna support me? Mom. There she go. There go imagination. Imagination. This my new computer, because you got the old one. Then mom used to walk around on cue, boy. Then I used to walk around with my computer downstairs when I was doing my stuff. And what do I do right now, baby girl, every day? There go imagination right there. I told y'all, there go my baby. They got Imagine in her name right there. There she go. Every time, y'all, God be sending my witnesses. I just talked about her. She showed up, and then boom. Because she got my other. Y'all used to call me a scribe. That's my baby. She said we used to call her a scribe. Mom got up, got my meds, got my books, got my headphones, and what did I do all day? Other than cook y'all food and take y'all to work. For over 10 years. What did mom do every day? Read. I was telling them about the cart with my books on it. In the corner. How it turned into the wood. So for those of y'all that think I get on here and lie to kick it, God always send me a witness. There go my imagination, baby. Okay? The living room was my personal library. And you better not move my books. It might be 50 books laid out on the floor. Don't touch them. Because I'm studying something. So for those of you that think that this is just for aesthetics, it's not. There goes my child. She saw me at the Goodwill getting books. Going to any money I got went to my books. Better not touch that damn book. You're right. Don't touch my. Okay. Is don't touch my stuff a thing for your mother? How long have you known me to be like that? And do I know when my stuff has been moved? Shut up. Yeah, just like your mama, your granny. That's all right. That's what my grandbaby be pointing at you like that. Yeah, I'm gonna get you. So, just understand, family, you have to see it. You have to see it here before it materializes. Because that's what God did. God walked through in the darkness. And said, if I created a tree, it'll look like this. If I created this, I'll make it like that. A mountain, a circa, a Lisa, a Big Money, a whoever. If I created them, they would look like this. And then he said, let there be light. And it was all there. So what you create in the darkness of your mind, where no one else can see, will materialize in your life. Y'all get it? So if you say, I'm going to be irritated, my life is horrible, I don't got no money, it ain't going to happen, don't be mad when that's what happens, because you spoke it over your life. I'm not speaking none of that. I'm only going to talk about what I want to see, and I see it all. Whatever that is, I see it. The devil had me tricked in that too, speaking irritation, and it's always, no, ain't nothing always about to be nothing. Because that's into eternity. Never is into eternity. Always into eternity. No, this ain't always about to happen. And it ain't always something. When I stopped saying it was always something, it stopped being always something. Now I just got peace. But if I wake up and say it's always something, look for all of the something to come today. God is always sending me something. If it's going to be always something, it's God is always sending me something or doing something for me. It ain't about to be no negative. Look, what do the word always mean? What's the definition for always? Please tell me before I get off what the definition for always is. Forever, never ending, at all times, on all occasions. So if you don't like it, why are you speaking that it will always happen year after year, day after day, minute after minute, disappointment after disappointment? Anytime you let always fall at your mouth, you are saying into eternity. It better be good that always is either before or after. Why are you saying it's always going to be trouble in my life? Because when you say it's always something, you're basically saying there is always going to be trouble. Headache, stress, anxiety, lack. If you say, every time I get ahead, I get pushed back. Every time? So then you ain't never going to reach your goal. You just spoke it over your own life. You just spoke against what you asked God for. Your word choked out what God said he would do, because he said he could do anything. Ain't nothing off limits that he can't do. So when you said it's always going to be trouble, always going to be broke, always, you canceled out everything that God said he can do in your life. Don't be mad at him when you don't see it. You said it. But you mad at God, trying to make people think he ain't a good father. He said, I can do whatever you want if you believe it, but you keep speaking against it, so why should I try? I said, I'm going to bless you. That can't happen right now. You could do it today, Dad. Right now. I don't want to wait. I mean, I will if you want me to, but if you asking me, do I want it right now? Yes. That's why I told y'all, I ain't going to ask y'all for nothing, but if you ask me what I want, I got the answer. I don't got to think about it. I want this, I want that. I didn't ask you for nothing. But if God asked me, do you want something? Yeah, that I do. And I ain't got all day to be trying to make you wait. I got a list. How many things do I get? 3? Okay, so at the top of my list is, don't be mad because I know what I want. I didn't have plenty of time to think about that right today. I sure do. I can shout it off up to the millions. What is your price bracket? Because I got something from 0 to a gazillion. I tell you. I done thought about it. He said, think about the things you want me to do for you, and then wait and I was seeing all of it. But because I'm not thinking about bad stuff that I want to happen. I bet you if you only think about the bad that happened to you, you see more of it. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about being depressed, disappointed, none of it. Taking advantage of. Yes, honey, what's the budget? Because I got some in every budget. I don't care. From 0 to gazillion. I done wrote down houses I want this $1 gazillion down to one that's only about 3,000. I do all the in between. God said ask for all. ALL. I'm asking for all, and that's not being greedy. I only want all that you have for me. I don't want your stuff, her stuff, his stuff, they stuff. I only want everything that you only have for me. And I get to ask for all because you made it just for me. Can't be greedy if I'm only asking for mine. Greed is when you want yours and someone else's. It ain't greed if I'm only asking for what you already set out for me. This is mine. So I can come pick up my stuff because it's mine. It's like a Christmas giveaway. Greed is when you try to take yours and theirs. No, you can't call me greedy if all I'm asking for is the gifts that God already said he got for me every day. They mine. And don't get mad at me because you don't know how to ask for your gifts. You want to come over here and try to throw salt on my gifts, rip my gifts open, ruin my surprise because you can't get in your line. You didn't put your application in to get your gifts. Well, don't be mad at me because I'm getting mine. I'm getting them. So you don't want yours, fine. Don't get them. Don't be there. But if you stop watching me, you can get your own. You stop trying to worry about what I don't deserve. I don't want your gifts. I don't want whatever God got for you. I only want my stuff. I don't want your stuff. Your husband, your job, your car, your hair, your skin, your body. I don't want nothing of yours. I only want what God got for me. Because then I don't got to fight to hold on to it. I don't got to make nobody feel bad because they don't got it. Because this is what I want. I want sextants and monoculars and invisible ink and beautiful wood thing. I want this stuff. You don't gotta want none of this. This me. This what I like. This what make my toes wiggle and tickle and move around. Yours might be diamonds. Yours might be furniture. Yours might be clothes, tools. What? I got my own. And God is going to give me everything for me. I don't did not care what I ain't really cared about what nobody had anyway. But really after that, oh shoot. I do not gotta sit here and be sad because somebody got something I don't, because the only reason I don't have is because I haven't asked God for my stuff. I'm too worried about what they got over there. I don't care what you have. You cannot make me feel intimidated about nothing, because God gives me everything for me. I can't even get to all the stuff he gave me for me. So me being upset because you got something, hell, I can't even get through all of what I got. I done forgot. Y'all done sent me so much. I'd be like, oh, Lord, I forgot this was in here. So I'm going to be worried about what you got, and I don't even have enough time to get through the stuff I got. People be worried about the wrong stuff. You ain't even did the stuff God asked you to do, and you trying to tell somebody else what they don't deserve that God shouldn't have blessed them with. You just mad because you ain't lined up. So your stuff ain't falling in place. Because even when I was in bad situations, I told y'all, I was homeless. No car, no job. When God sent me these Bibles that was valued at that time at $1,000. Well, that could have been a bucket or the down payment on an apartment. But God chose to send me the word when I was basically in like what could be considered a fallen state. Literally, he sent me word. But this is valuable, but it ain't going to help me get in no place. He said, yeah, but that's okay. This is what I need you to be focused on right now. Not getting your own place, not getting your own car. I need you to open these books up and read. But I got stuff to do. This lady probably don't want me living with her. Well, it doesn't matter. She's going to have to deal with it. Sorry, girl, if you're watching, you know we have this conversation. Because this is where you about to be. I got to have you tucked away in a place where ain't nobody looking for you so you can get the information. And this is why when you go into basic training, you can't talk to nobody. You can't see nobody until basic training is over. And that's exactly what God has done to me. When I was in this 10 years, he didn't let nobody see me. I couldn't go outside. I was in basic training for 10 years, for sure. But I'm a sparring athlete now, and I can do 10 hours, 13 hours on this thing if I need to. You hear me? If I need 13 hours on this bad boy, I get it. I get it. As my little cousin say, you hear me? I can teach for 13 hours now. I got pants on right now, honey, shoulder. I wear pants pretty much every day. Why? You make pants? Or are you a 66er? About to tell me not to wear stuff pertaining to a man. Is that where you was going with that? It's only one or two places. Where we going? Oh, okay. All right. Yep, the Bible say it ain't what you put in or on your body, it's what come out of it. Because there's a lot of saints that look sanctified and saved, and they the most evil, wicked, nasty, filthy-minded people, self-righteous, backbiting, untrustworthy folks there is, but they look like a Christian. They look it. They look the part, but looks can be deceiving. And niggas will see me and say, ain't no word in ain't no way that the Lord is using her. Didn't she say she got a medicine pen while you on your 18 different prescriptions falling asleep in the pulpit? Sister, wake her up. Oh, honey, I was up. I was just praying lies. You high in the pulpit. Stone cold Percocets, huh? The doctor then gave you perks. You got your lean in your purse for your bronchitis. You got, Don't talk to me about no meds now. Because, baby, you is sipping on scissor. Shippy. And what? No. That ain't you, baby. Then you're drunk. That syrup done kicked in. That's why you. That ain't the Holy Ghost. That syrup done kicked in, baby. Mm-hmm. Ah! No. What you done seen in the spirit, cause you're high. They did what they done gave you. You got Vicodins or what you got? Huh? No. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna leave it. Leave it alone, Circa. Wow, that's crazy. I just got bronchitis yesterday. The spirit with you, listen here. That's funny. Be careful of the beds. Yeah, they running out there to them drug dealers. And you go to your drug dealer faithfully. The drugstore. So what's the difference between you going to your drugstore and me going to mine's? At least mine support the hood. He get barbecues at the end of the summer. What your CVS didn't did? The community, the community gets a little bit back on the money that the pharmacy I go to gets. So what your CVS and Walgreens then gave back and Rite Aid. And to give me a little bit on credit if I need it. Because CVS ain't giving me nothing on credit. I got to have my money. Or they going to kick me out of there. Throw me on my face if I ain't got it. Can't even bargain with them and say, can I hold it till Friday? So your drugstore ain't as canned as mass. And they'll pull up. No. See, this is why y'all be trying to kick me out. Let me be quiet. Circa, you always running your mouth. That's the problem. That's what you... We say, sit down. Who running? Honey, they on them drugs, and so is you. And so is you, boo. So is you. Yep. At least they honest that they addicted. What are you sewing? Well, come back, user 247-653-757. Become a part of the WOU community. We have over 500 videos on YouTube. Circa Trova. Learn at your own pace. You can come on in. We got freshmen, we got freshmores, and we got sophomore classes. So, find your seat. Come on back. I'm about to go get up, though, and get moving. I got to get some stuff done. I might be on here all day today. We'll see. I might come back here in a minute. Let me get moving and whatnot. I love y'all. Make my morning calls. I got to call the bank today and look at some stuff. And I got to call the state. So I got to check some emails. But I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Everybody. I got some homework anyway. Y'all got a lot of homework from the other day. No, I don't do no readings. Y'all seen I changed my picture. So any other Circa page that don't have that red picture up there, it's not me. Y'all see I just put my new picture up there. So if it ain't me on the couch and they still got whatever, report it because it ain't me. If it don't got this red picture up there, that's not me. Because that's what I just changed. I did that. That's one of the reasons I did that. So if it's not me on that couch, it ain't me. Yeah. So I love y'all. Yeah. Girl, folks they got all my, they got all my stuff. I don't do no readings or none of that. If it's not that red picture up there, it ain't me. And then even if it is, if they didn't copy that, yeah. If it ain't, I'm gonna say this: if it don't have 350,000 followers plus, it's not me. That's the easiest way to know. If it don't have 350,000 followers plus, it's not me. Report it. That's the easiest way to know if it's me. Go click on it. If it don't say between 350 and 356, because they keep taking my people, it ain't me. Yeah, they say 358 and they'll take them. We should have been over 5 million a long time ago, but whatever. It is what it is. I love y'all. I'll come back later. Thank you. I appreciate you, groovy baby. Thank you. And now it won't let me out. See, I'll be back. I love y'all over here too. Thank you.